Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title, today's video is going to be my Christmas TBR slash Christmas book haul. Basically, it's all Christmas book related and I thought I would just lump it all into one. So without further ado, let's get into it. I have a very ambitious 8 on my Christmas book list. The fact that I think I'm going to read these plus all the other books that I want to read this month is just wild to me. Anyway, so there's 2 wintry slash Christmas themed books that I have had on my TBR for a while and I've been holding out obviously until Christmas slash winter to read it, and I'm just going to go through those 2. The first one is With Love from Cold World by Alicia Thompson. Alicia Thompson is the author of Love in a Time of Serial Killers, which I really enjoyed. I gave it 3 stars. I was quite intrigued to read this one, so I was lucky enough to be given a proof. What I like about this is it's not necessarily Christmas themed, but it's like winter themed. So let's read the blurb. Lauren Fox is the bookkeeper for Cold World, a tourist destination that's always a winter wonderland despite being located in humid Orlando, Florida. Sure, it's ranked way below any of the trademarked amusement parks and maybe foot traffic could be better, but it's a fun place to work even if fun isn't exactly Lauren's middle name. Her co-worker, Asa Williamson, on the other hand, is all about finding ways to enliven his days at Cold World, whether that means organizing the Secret Santa or teasing Lauren. When the owner asks Lauren and Asa to propose something to raise more revenue, the rivalry heats up as they compete to come up with the best idea. But the situation is more dire than they thought, and it might take these polar opposites working together to save the day. If Asa thought Lauren didn't know how to enjoy herself, he's surprised by how much he enjoys spending time together. And if Lauren thought Asa wasn't serious about anything, she's surprised by how seriously he seems to take her. As Lauren and Asa work to save their beloved wintry spot, they realize the real attraction might be the heat generating between them. It's giving The Hating Game, where one of them is like this jolly, cheery, colourful, joyful person, and then the other is just like uptight, just super serious all the time, and of course they're gonna balance each other out because they're like opposites attract. So I'm quite excited for a little romance that isn't necessarily Christmas but still set in that fun winter vibe because it's in like a winter wonderland Disneyland. So yeah. And then the next book is Mary Jane Baker's Santa Maybe. I actually picked this up last Christmas and I just didn't get around to it, and of course I'm not going to read a Christmas book unless it's Christmas time, so it's time. Toy shop owner Elodie Martin is not one to get into the festive spirit, but nothing has her more fired up than the chance to get one over on her nemesis Callum Ashley, the frosty, infuriatingly handsome owner of the local department store. Christmas is the only time she can compete thanks to her granddad Jim, everyone's favourite Santa Claus. But when he has to expectedly hang up his red suit, Elodie is at risk of losing the business for good and has no choice but to rely on last-minute replacement out-of-work actor Nick Winter. Can a sprinkling of Christmas magic warm Callum's heart and help Elodie find her happily ever after? Or is it just possible that love is to be found a little bit closer to home? I know that this is going to be a love triangle, which is very intriguing because it's not giving me an idea of who she's going to go with. Is she going to go with the grumpy, uptight, suit-wearing, commercial, corporate-looking boy? Or is she going to go with like that boy next door who's like just such a nice guy and he's just helping her? So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see which way she goes. So the next 5 books I have are books that I have picked up recently to just get into the Christmas spirit. And the first book I've got here is Veronica Henry's A Country Christmas. Ben actually just bought me this tonight because it was our anniversary, and although I said let's not do presents, he surprised me with some flowers and a nice little Christmas book. Christmas is coming to Honeycoat House and Lucy Lydiard is busy whipping up a feast of festive treats for her nearest and dearest. She knows this year's celebrations need to be extra special. Their beloved Cotswolds brewery is struggling and Lucy is sure that the secret her husband Mickey is hiding isn't a diamond necklace in her stocking. As the scent of cinnamon fills the air and the glamorous guests start to arrive, Lucy suspects there might be a few more secrets waiting underneath the Christmas tree. It's certainly going to be a holiday to remember. I don't actually know what vibe this is going for in terms of, obviously it's going to be cozy Christmas, right? But is it like a romance? Is it emotional? I don't know, but that's a really cute cover. And yeah, just let's see what this is about. I do like the fact that it is like a little Cotswold setting and it's a brewery. Just obviously it's going to be snowing, isn't it? So yeah, can't wait. Next we have Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle. While Betty Hughes boasts an extravagant lifestyle on social media, the reality is quite the opposite. She's broke and her family has no idea. With the pressures of the festive season looming, Betty drunkenly plays a record of All I Want for Christmas Is You backwards and accidentally conjures up Hall, a charming and handsome man who's the literal embodiment of the Christmas spirit. What's more, he has the power to make all of Betty's holiday wishes come true, no matter how bizarre. Posing as her fiancé, Hall brightens the holidays more than Betty ever thought possible. The formerly grumpy Betty starts to find her heart merry and light, but the more time she spends with her fake fiancé, the more she wishes for something real. Hall promised he would make all of Betty's holiday wishes come true, but as his time on Earth draws to a close, she wonders if all she really wants for Christmas is him. So it's kind of giving the same vibe as the Ashley Poston books, where it's like a supernaturally romance, because she's literally falling in love with like Scrooge, the Ghost of Christmas Past. Is that the same person? So I picked this up because I thought that was going to be so funny and just like a little bit of a quirky like twist on the Christmas romance. So I'm quite excited to read this. I think this is going to be one of the first ones I read out of all of these. Next, because I will read anything this woman writes, including her grocery lists, we have Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. And on top of that, can we just take a moment to admire the beautiful cover that is this book? Like, just so cute. And then just to add onto the fact that that was such a cute cover, the blurb is basically a poem. So it says, 2 weeks before Christmas and all through Manhattan, shop windows are decorated in red and green satin. I'm standing alone in front of the famous Vivant department store when a charming man named Aidan asks my opinion of the decor. It's a tragedy in tinsel, I say, unable to lie. He asks for a better idea with a twinkle in his eye. Did I know he owned a place? No, he put me on the spot. Now I'm working for that man, trying to ignore that he's hot. But as a down on her luck girl with a difficult past, I know an opportunity when I see one and I have to make it last. I'll put my heart and soul into dressing this holiday windows. I'll work without stopping. And when we lose the battle with temptation, I'll try and remember I'm just window shopping. It's like 250 pages. This is what I'm gonna read first because I feel like this is gonna be nice, quick, easy, fun. The banter's always great with the Tessa Bailey books, so yeah, can't really go wrong. Can't wait to start with this one. Okay, next up we have One Last Gift by Emily Stone. I understand that this one made its rounds all over like Bookstore, booktok last Christmas, and this is more of an emotional read for sure. It says, for as long as Cassie can remember, it had been the three of them. Cassie, her big brother Tom, and Tom's annoying best friend Sam. Now Tom is sorted, Sam is flying high, and Cassie thinks she's figured it all out. Then unexpectedly, 3 becomes 2. For Cassie, starting again seems unimaginable until she finds an envelope with her name on it, with a letter asking her to follow a trail to one last gift. And suddenly, what seemed like an ending promises Cassie something surprising, remarkable, and new. This is brother's best friend, and like it's so just such a great trope, but the fact that it's like really emotional is kind of becoming quite a sad palette cleanser out of all these like fun little rom-coms that I've got so far. But yeah, everyone raved on about it, so I can't wait to read this one as well. And then last but not least, we have All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox. When Sadie and Max are selected as contestants on a famous reality singing show Star Maker's special festive season, Sadie thinks she's finally gotten her big break, and Max sees a chance to step out of his megastar father's shadow. Then they paired up for the duet week and stunned the world with their onstage chemistry. With fans going wild for #Saxy, the judges demand they remain a duo on and off stage or exit the competition. Fake dating. Faking a relationship shouldn't be too hard, except for one small problem. Of course, Sadie and Max cannot stand each other. But with their dreams just within reach, they agree to the ruse. Will their relationship ruse be exposed before they can win, or could their fake connection turn real by the Christmas finale? Okay, fake dating. Honestly, like fake dating is like one of my favorite tropes because it's just so crazy to me. But like, yeah, I cannot wait to read this one. I'm pretty sure this also made its rounds on like Bookstore last year, so yeah, I can't wait to read this. A bunch of these books, by the way, if you are in England, you will find at the Works, and they were part of the 3 for £6 deal, which is just like insane to me. So yeah, definitely head down there if you're after some fun like Christmas books. Also go to your local garden centre as well, because I know that in my local garden centre they have Christmas books that you could also find at the Works and Sainsbury's and stuff for like £2.50. So yeah, anyway, those are the books that I have on my Christmas TBR. Well, those are the Christmas books that I've got on my Christmas TBR. I don't know if I'm going to be reading anything in between, or if I'm going to bother doing like a TBR for the non-Christmassy books, because I feel like this will be my priority to go through all of these books, and then I'm just going to kind of pick and choose a non-Christmassy book if I feel like a palette cleanser. But just as a quick recap, we have All I Want for Christmas by Maggie Knox, One Last Gift by Emily Stone, Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, Just Like Magic by Sarah Hogle, Veronica Henry's A Country Christmas, Santa Maybe by Mary Jane Baker, and Alicia Thompson's With Love from Cold World. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.